Hello, everyone. It's your guy, TOTW, back at you again. Right before we go any further, I just want to make sure that when you scroll down and look at description, right, don't forget to click subscribe because I need all the subscribers I can get because I want to spread my message and my knowledge, and hopefully, with your hope, I can do that. And you also see links in my description box, which will take you to the back office of Zeniq. Right? There's no obligation, don't cost you nothing. You can actually go in the back office of the business and you can actually go around, have a look, have a read, have a look at everything. Doesn't cost you nothing. Right? Don't be afraid to fail. Right? I'm back. Now, enough said about that. Now, today I want to talk about don't be afraid to fail. And you say, what does that mean to you? Don't be afraid to fail. Right? To me, a lot of people, they won't go into a lot of things that their heart and their mind tell them to do because they have a fear of failing. I mean, I guess happens to everybody, right? You have a fear of failing. The only thing I have a fear of is drowning in the pool or the ocean because I can't swim. If I happen to go into water that I can't stand up in, that's what worries me. But for me, worrying about failing, that's not in my vocabulary. That doesn't compute. Because you ever heard the term nothing ventured, nothing gained? Right? Because if you sat back and just was scared to do any, I mean, some people got diseases, right? Literally clinical diseases where they are scared to go outside, right? There's phobias. They're scared of the dark. They're scared of loud noises. Okay, I get that. That's the physiological thing. I get that. But people who are just healthy, normal people and blessed, that they're scared. Or if they're not scared, they're scared to fail because they think what other people might think of them, what other people might say. Right? When was the last time doubters and haters, when was the last time they paid your bills? When was the last time a person that doesn't contribute to your life in no way at all, it's just a friend or a relative, they don't pay your bills, they don't pay your taxes, they don't pay, you don't put fuel in your car, you don't put clothes on your kid's back. Right? Since when does what they say or don't say should make a difference in your life? Like I said, haters and people who just will never ever take a chance in their life, why should they pass those fears on to you? Think about that. And you take them on. So now you're scared to take a chance because the people in your circle, they don't take chances. And if you fail, you got to hear them saying, I told you so. I told you not to do it. You should never do this. This, that. I told you this. I told you that. Let me ask you something. If they told you those things, would the sky fall? Would you die? No, would the earth open up and swallow you? No, it won't. Only thing that's going to happen is another day is going to come. But if you listen to them, which a lot of people do, you could never, from that day onwards, you should just stop and cease all your ambitions. Because the people that surround you, they control what ambition you have, is any. If your group, say for example, your group wants to go somewhere and you don't really want to go, but that peer pressure from the group, oh, don't be a party pooper, or don't do this, don't do that. You might as well come along with us. Become when you want us to. They psychologically brainwash you or blackmail you. Right? Okay, I'll go. Right? What do you where is your independence? Because if they're truly your friends, they will respect the decisions and the choices that you make in your life. Because you're the person who have to answer to your family, not them. They don't have to answer to your family. Right? Mom, Dad, how come there's no food on the table? Oh, because my friends told me not to take that job because they didn't like the owners. That's why it's going to eat the bread. Right now, right? You're responsible for your own choices. And if you let other people around you dictate whether you win or you lose, that's not very good. Take control of your choices. Never be afraid to fail. For me, every time I never fail. If you never fail, raise your hand. Because the reason why I can raise my hand is because when I do fail, I learn something. I learn. I analyze. Right? So if you learn something out of a dark situation, are you a loser in that situation? Not in my eyes. You are a winner because you learn something that you can apply the next time in your life going forward. And to me, that's like a diamond, because life is crazy enough as it is, where every step you take, there's a pothole, there's a minefield, because you got scammers out there, you got crooks out there, you got people telling you that they love you, all they want to do is take your money. I mean, it got some of everything out there. So life is about navigating your way through it, right? And in order for you to get to where you want to go, you got to have a plan. You have to have a plan. Like, how many of you know what a visionary board is? Right? My visionary board is the things that I want to achieve in life. What I want to achieve, to me, not my friends, me. In my bathroom, when I brush my teeth in the mirror, on the mirror, I have one of my goals on the mirror. So the first thing I wake up in the morning, that's the first thing I see, and I'm repeating it over and over and over and over and over again. When I come downstairs and open the refrigerator, on the refrigerator, I have other things that I want to achieve. And I remember it over and over and over and over again. In my car, I have it on my dashboard, right? And I used to have a friend that get in my car and he would go, Scott, what's this? Why are you wasting your time you're never going to get this. This never going to happen, yada, yada, yada. And I was shocked because I didn't think people that can get in my car, right, would have that kind of mindset, right? So I was kind of taken back. And I said, what do you mean by that? Oh, because we black, nobody's going to give us nothing because you're black. You're this, you're that, you're yada, yada. We're here in Australia, it's a white man's country, yada, yada. And I let him finish. I'm like, I was blown away. I was kind of offended, right? So I said, okay, I let him talk. And he talked for like 5 minutes and everything he said was negative. He didn't take a breath to say one positive thing. So I let him finish. I said, okay, so what is your suggestion? To just pour cold water over my ambitions and my dreams because society or this person or that person or this or that won't let me advance? I said, let me tell you something, just so you know. When I was born into this world, I didn't have a choice if I had a silver spoon or a dirty spoon. I didn't have a choice to have a black parent or a white parent. That wasn't my choice, right? And I came into this world poor. Yeah, that is what it is. But at an early age, I said to myself, I got a choice. I didn't have a choice to be rich or poor, but I do have a choice to die rich or poor. I said, to him, I said, well, I know the path that you chose, and I respect your path. If that works for you, I am happy for you. But my passion, my dream is not to be a multi-billionaire. No. My goals are the choices I make now is going to affect my family's legacy. It's not about me, because everything you just said to me was about me. That's where you got me wrong. It's not about all these things that I want to achieve. It's not really for me. It's for my family and my family's family. You understand? That's the difference between him and I. He's worried about what he can't do. And I'm telling him what I am going to do and the reason why I'm going to do it. Right? And he sat back and said, wow, you never told me that before. I said, well, I never knew you had a closed mentality. And then he said, now I see why you have that TOTW, right? That taking over the world mentality. Now I understand. I said, look, I'm not here to tell you how to think or how to do anything. But if you're comfortable in your life and you're scared to not fail, you're scared to take a chance, that's something that you have to figure out. If you let and he said to me, he said, wow, Jimmy and George, which I know him, he said, man, they just like me. Maybe that's why we get along so well, because none of us want to do anything. I said, misery loves company. I said, how many people do you know that's miserable that likes to be miserable by themselves? No one does. When somebody's miserable, the first thing they're going to do is call their boyfriend or girlfriend and say, oh, do you know he cheated on me? Do you know he did this, he did that? And they expect you to go down with them in misery. See, and most people do that. I do it once because I respect that person as a friend. And I'll be doing that friend a disservice if I kept speaking to them and going down to that misery level. As a friend, my job is to bring them up, not wallow in the misery. They can call other people that they can have wallow with them in misery as long as they want. But when you come and talk to me, I'm going to lift you up because that's the kind of person I am. And when he heard me say that, he's like, wow, Scott, that's deep. I said, man, to me, that's not deep. To me, that's just common sense, right? You can't control how people around you think or act. All you can do is control how you think and act, right? And nothing I do is about me. It's about opening doors for my bloodline. I owe them that much because I know every parent out there, they want more for their family than what they had when they were growing up. And I'm no different. And with my TOTW mentality, that's me 24/7 days a week. That's who I am. So after I had that conversation with dude, he was like, wow, dude. He's like, can you talk to me more? Can you help me? This and that. I said, dude, done. You my guy, done. Right. And then I said to him, I said, dude, I can tell you right now, if you show me your friends, if you show me your inner circle, I will show you your future. And at first he didn't understand what that meant. And I said, just think about it for a second. Before you answer me, just think about that for a second. And then he went, oh, yeah, you are so right. Yeah, now I understand. I said, yes. Right. So you're only going to go as far as the circle of friends will allow you to go. I said, why do you think you have rich people? How many rich people, millionaires, billionaires, how many times, when do you ever see them hanging around a poor person? Doesn't happen. So that's why you see poor people hanging around poor people. I get it. It's about class. I get it. But just because you're money poor, asset poor, you never poor here. Because this is who you are. If you let your have-nots determine who you are, then you will always be depleted here. But if you don't let having $1 million in the bank or a big house to live in, if this here is what controls that, your mind, right? That dictates the kind of person that you are. And some people, like what I find really strange is I hit somebody up and say, hey, happy birthday. Right. And they'll shoot back at me. Thanks. But I'm not having a birthday today. How could you not have a birthday? It's your born day. You got to have it whether you want it or not. But okay. And then I'll say, okay, like, why not? Oh, because I don't have any money. Since when can you not have a birthday because you don't have money? Why can't you this is just me. People are different. They do whatever they do. But this is just me. You were blessed enough to be in this world. You were blessed enough to reach whatever age your birthday was on. And you're going to say, I can't have a birthday because I got no money to celebrate, to go buy presents and this and that and everything. I can't go out to drinks with my friends. Really? Is that what your blessed day means to you? Just another day to go to the bar and drink or hang out with friends? You can do that anytime. Right? So that mindset, I don't get. I understand it. Hey, everybody's different. But for me, it's a blessing to be alive. Just being alive on my birthday, right, is a celebration for me. Because we're in COVID, we had SARS, we had smallpox, we've had some of every disease you can imagine on this earth, right? And those of us that are still alive to live it, trust me, when your birthday comes, that is the celebration. But some people put monetary things on their celebrations, like Christmas, right? They will go, okay, what are you doing for Christmas? Oh, I'm not going to have a Christmas. Why not? I don't have any money. I can't buy my kids the presents that they wanted. So again, your kids love you unconditionally. Christmas is not for you. It's for your kids. And it's what you make it. Right? Because yonkers and yonkers and yonkers ago, people would make presents. They would give presents that don't cost a fortune. And the kids that received it loved it because it came from the heart. But nowadays, everybody's in competition to get little Johnny or Susie, all these expensive iPhones and this and watches and this and that, right? The spirit of Christmas is gone. Because it's just become a retail snatch. Because retail stores, in my opinion, and I love Christmas, but in my opinion, the capitalization of the stores and stuff like that, they have turned our Christmas into a money grab. To where we went from a happy time, a happy, joyous Christ's birthday, happy time, but people committing suicide because they didn't get the bonus that they wanted from work so they can buy little Johnny his bike. Or they didn't get the money enough money to buy everybody these expensive things, or they use their credit card and they overspent, put themselves in debt. Now the wife and the husband are fighting. Now they get divorced, and because of cash, because of money, all because people try to do what they see other people do. I want my kid to have that. And guess what? Your kid could have what the Joneses have if you dare yourself to fail. Don't be scared to fail. The only difference between you and that person who got that bike for little Johnny, or that car, the 16, when she turned 18 years old, she got her first car from her parents, is they dared themselves to fail. They went out there and put themselves out there to make it happen. If you're sitting back watching everybody, you're not going to do anything. You're not going to go out and try to do anything for yourself, but you're going to go out there and try to compete with everybody. But your 9-to-5 job is not going to allow you to do that. It's not going to allow you to buy your kid a car. It's not going to allow you to buy the expensive gifts because you got bills to pay. But yet now you look at the other people, how they living, and that's when you try to live outside your means. You live outside your means, right? You want to do what the Joneses do. And that never ends well. It never ends well. Because all I can tell you is, don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to take a chance, right? And with Zeniq, this opportunity is for everyone. Now, I'm not a financial advisor. I can't tell you what to invest in and what not to. But what I can tell you is, don't be afraid to try. Don't be afraid to look at things through a different lens. Because if you keep doing the same things every day, you're going to continue to get the same results. And that's the definition of insanity. And you'll be amazed at how many people do that every day. Now, if you don't expect nothing different, you continue doing what you're doing, because you can't be mad at nothing or no one. But for me, if I'm going to fail, I'm not going to listen to Joe over here or Joe Blow over here. Nah, I'm going to do it because I want to do it. If I made my reasonable assumption, if I read all the material and I researched what I'm getting ready to get into, and I have a reasonable assumption that this will work for me, it may not work for Joe Blow. It will work for me. Right? Because Joe Blow, the reason why it won't work for Joe Blow, because Joe Blow will never look at it. He will never look at it. Right? Because some people now, when you mention Bitcoin to them, the first thing they say is scam. And you ask them, why'd you say it was scam? They couldn't tell you because they're only repeating what they heard. Yeah. Unfortunately, that's just life. Right? But all I'm trying to say, my message today is, don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to take a chance. Don't be afraid. Because when you were a child learning how to walk, I keep going back to that, right? You kept getting back up. No matter how many times you fell back down, you got back up, right? And you can do the same thing as an adult. That's all I'm saying. Have a nice day. Have a TOTW day. And remember, click the link below, right, in the description box. Right, it will take you to the back office of Sophia, and you can actually have a look around in there. Right, if it's for you, it's for you. If it's not an issue. At least you gave it a look, and Joe Blow didn't stop you from doing it. Okay, take care. Have a nice day, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Take care. Oh yeah, before I go, I'll do it next time. I'll do it tomorrow. Okay, I'll think about loud. Okay, take care. God bless. Have a nice day.